Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossblon and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Sunday, May 5th, 2019, episode 84 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode, so please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, so if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Today, I'm going to be talking about content and value. And content and value are so important in our everyday lives. I mean, if you want more likes, you gotta put out more content. If you want more likes, you also have to put out more value. Too often, people just expect people to like their stuff if it doesn't have any value. Yeah. You have to add value to someone's life for them to want to follow you or to like your stuff. Yeah, number one, sure, I'm not focused on having followers. I'm also not focused on having a lot of likes. So, yeah, right now my content stream really isn't value. It's more of just documentation. And I'm working on my pillar content. And pillar content with the Gary V model is audio, visual, or written word, right? Okay, so I have video and I have audio, and those two are two top dog pillars of the streaming, So if you think about it, I have a lot of content that I'm just creating every single day that I have a lot of value in it, in pieces. Sure, the whole thing isn't entirely valuable, but in pieces, my content is valuable. So what I can do with that is, I can take small segments of what I say that is most valuable, and I can make a very valuable little clip, and I can post that on Facebook, I can post that on Instagram, I can post that on Snapchat, and I could even do an Instagram story. And basically that little piece of content will make people realize that I have quality information, that I'm really talking sense when I do talk. Sure, sometimes I'm just ranting about something. Maybe sometimes I'm just going on and on and on about something random, and it doesn't really add much value at all. But to be honest, I do have a lot of value with what I say, and I believe that 100%. And if I was really looking to make money with this podcast, I would be putting out so much content every single day. I would be posting as much as possible. And that's where it goes into the whole idea of content. You can never post enough content. You can't. Posting content is probably one of the simplest things you could do. It really is. I mean, if you are making pillar content, like the video or audio, you are creating content without much thought. I mean, you are literally creating content. And it's not like I'm taking hours every single day to just work on figuring out what I'm going to say in the podcast. I'm coming up with all this from the top of my head. So that's great. I'm not really creating content. I'm producing content. I'm indexing my life. I'm documenting. And documenting is something that is very valuable. In our lifetime, you will notice that everybody focuses on people's lives, other people's lives. And people love watching other people's lives. We love watching it because it's interesting to us for some reason, because maybe we can learn something from that. Maybe we can learn from someone else's mistakes. That way we don't make those same mistakes ourselves. Great. Wonderful. That's what we do. And when someone's putting out content every single day about themselves, what they're going through, what they're living like, it's interesting. It's perspective. Whoever is studying sociology even, or psychology, would love, absolutely love, to just watch my development as a person, as a mind. If they were to become successful in their career. Although it doesn't just take one person, it takes many people to learn from social trends and how they really affect people, and how someone learns and someone grows from viewing different things, or how they look at different things. And all that is important. I mean, I'm creating real content, and I don't care if anybody sees it. I don't. I'm doing this for me. I'm really only doing this for me. I'm not doing this for likes. My viewership has actually been going down a lot. I don't care. You can watch my videos, you can not watch my videos. It doesn't matter to me. But what does matter to me is the documentation of it. I am documenting my life for a reason. Eventually, when I'm owning a business and when I'm making money, I'm going to have someone document my life for me. That way I don't have to allocate so much time and effort into editing and post, or in pre-production, whatever it is. I could just focus on my daily life and just doing things that make me money. That way I can help people. That way I can help my community. That way I can make a bigger impact in my community. And those things are more important than creating this content. So yeah, I'm going to be posting content my whole entire life from this point on. I mean, from episode 1 on, to be honest. And that really says something about me. It really says something about our generation. And I believe that that's very powerful, because the only reason we study history is so that we don't make those same mistakes over and over again, right? The way I'm going at life, I'm learning from my mistakes and I'm telling you about them. I'm telling you how I learned those mistakes. I'm telling you about my life. I'm telling you the trials and tribulations I've gone through. My food allergy has been crippling in my life. It's made me very strong and very open-minded when it comes to creating different things or doing things differently. My life is the way I live it, based on the whole idea that I enjoy living life my way. And when people try to get in the way of that, they just kind of disappear from my life. Simple. Content in this type of mindset is very valuable for someone. Maybe someone's going through some family issues. They're getting judged by their whole family. My content could help them. It could. Or it could give them a sense of feeling normal. Everyone goes through this problem. Simple. My content is valuable. And I have to create more value. That way I can just freely earn some subscribers and some followers. Because, yeah, sure, my content is great. But it's not so great that it's revolutionary. It doesn't need to be revolutionary. It doesn't. But what I need to do with my life is I need to add more value to my life. That way I'm more interesting. That way I have more things to talk about. That way I can help my community better. And That way I can further my community. And you get it? Content. I'm going to be recording forever. I will be. I'm going to run out of space on my computer because I'm going to be recording so much content. Basically, I already have, but I just put more of my my video on a external hard drive because there's so much content. And I'm keeping all of it because I want it for the future, even though I have it on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. I still want it on my computer. That way I can just work with it. That way I can work with the raw files. It's important. It's important to really document your life and have fun doing it. And I am having a lot of fun doing this. This podcast is a lot of fun for me. It's enjoyable. It's therapeutic. Try it. If you are in my area, if you are in your own area and you are not seeing enough content being created by citizens in your area, create your own podcast. Create your own YouTube page. It doesn't matter if everybody else is doing it. Do it. If they're not doing it in your area, go ahead and do it. Because you need to start that spark. You need to really catch that fire and really make everyone realize that there is some value on the internet. If they don't believe there is value on the internet. I know that Kingston is not the only city that believes that internet living is not exactly where it's all at, but it's actually moving into it. My area is becoming up and coming, which is very understandable because it's the Hudson Valley. I mean, it's not too far from New York City. It's pretty in the middle of Albany and New York City. It's not bad. I'm in a pretty good zone, and it's beautiful around here. So it makes sense. I think I'm running out of time for this podcast. I will cancel it, or I will end it here, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.